Have you ever been so passionate about a cause that you felt like you just wanted to dedicate your very best towards it? Well, I certainly have. My name is Courtney Quigley, and I'm a co-founder of Hopes and Style. Hopes and Style was founded by my twin sister and I after we had seen the humanitarian crisis that is occurring in Guatemala City. Now, some of you may not know what that crisis is, so I'm going to take a few moments to explain it. There are thousands of people that are relying on the Guatemala City garbage dump every single day. They work from sunrise to sunset, going into the garbage dump and scavenging for things to clothe their children, things to feed their children, things to sell, items that can help them build a house. These people are essentially battling each other for scraps of trash. And when my sister and I went there, we knew that this was something we were passionate about, and this was something that we had to change. So the following summer, I went and returned as an intern at Potter's House Association, and that's when I met Monica. Monica is a little girl who has a sweet smile and a big heart. And when I met her, I knew that I wanted to get involved in her life. So through Potter's House's sponsorship program, I signed up to be her sponsor. Monica comes from a big family, and her oldest sister is my age. And well, that summer I was 16, and later in the year I found out that her sister was pregnant, and I knew that the house Monica was living in and the conditions that she was living in had affected her and her siblings negatively, and I just knew that that baby shouldn't be raised that in those conditions, that we could do something to make it better for that baby. And so just kind of pulled my friends together, and we decided to have a fundraiser, and that fundraiser was called Hopes and Style. It was a fashion show, and it was just an awesome event. We pulled together over 50 volunteers. We had student stylists and models, and we ended up raising double what we needed to build Monica a new home. So with the second funds, we decided to bring a team of volunteers to Guatemala and actually build that second house. And just from there, people became passionate, and that's kind of where Hopes and Style took off. And since then, we've had another fundraiser. We've built a total of 5 houses, and we're continuing to grow, and people are continuing to become passionate about serving and empowering the people in Guatemala City. So that's our story, and now I'd like to give you some updates on what we're doing now. Currently, we are working on a project called Merry Meals, which is being led by a Hopes and Style member named Mitchell Stathakis. And what we're doing is we're packaging food through Kids Around the World to send to the communities. The meals are going to be nutritious and delicious, and so we're hoping that a lot of kids will have healthier and more balanced meals because of them. We're also working on a project called Hopes and Stride, which is run by a high schooler named Matt Coy. He's collecting shoes to give to the kids in the communities, which is awesome. And also we are preparing for our next fundraiser, which is going to be March 8th, and it's going to be a fashion show. We are enlisting stylists and models as we speak, and we are super excited. Our teams, that's right, teams. We're going to bring down 2 teams this summer in the first 2 weeks of August. So if you're interested, you can totally contact us and let us know. And so that's kind of what's going on right now with Hopes and Style. Also now we want to hear from Joe. Joe Doris is the videographer for Potter's House Association in Guatemala, and he prepared a video to introduce himself and help you learn a little bit more about Guatemala. So here's Joe.
Hi, my name is Joe. I am the videographer for Potter's House Association in Guatemala, and Hopes and Style asked me if I could film a video blog for them, because that follows, because I'm a video guy. But first, I want to just share a little bit more about Guatemala, and so I'm going to share with you the top 10 reasons why Guatemala is in style. Number 10.
Guatemala is the birthplace of blue denim, also known as blue jeans.
Number 9.
Guatemalans can dance.
Number 8.
Guatemala is also the birthplace of chocolate.
Number 7.
You can also find a rather delicious cup of Joe in Guatemala, which makes Guatemala a rather dignified place to be named Joe.
Number 6.
Guatemalans are really good at the robot dance.
Number 5.
Guatemala also happens to have 33 volcanoes.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Guatemalans are also really, really good at soccer.
Number 3.
Guatemalans also give the best hugs.
Number 2.
Guatemala also has an amazing climate. That's why it's called the land of the eternal spring.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Guatemalans are just cool in general.
Number 0.
Guatemalans were the first ones to come up with the concept of the number 0.
So I hope you found that list worth your time, and if not, sorry. I find that kind of thing is actually a good example of why I find what I do worthwhile and why I think something like making a video can bring hope. Those 3 boys, Kelvin, Manuel, Christian, that I just goofed around with in that video, each grew up in a pretty rough environment. They grew up in poverty. One of them grew up without a father. Another one of them grew up in an abusive home, and another one lost a brother to gang violence. And to take the chance to invite them into just to do something fun, to goof around, to give them my attention, and to allow them to be a part of something that, even though it's silly, is important. My job here at Potter's House is to make videos, and Potter's House uses those videos for fundraising, to raise awareness, to recruit employees, volunteers, so on and so forth. And those are all very good, practical things. One of the things that might not be so obvious, and it's one of my favorite side effects to what I do, is that when I make a video, I can't do it without asking for help, particularly the people who I'm going to be filming. And inviting them into that work is inviting them into doing something that is ultimately going towards work that builds their own communities. And I think to take a part in building your own communities is empowering, and communities only grow from within. So to be a part of that, to open up the opportunity for someone to contribute to their community, I think is very dignifying, very empowering, and ultimately offers hope. Another thing I love about filming is that it gives me the opportunity to sit down with someone and listen to their story, to let them know that their story is valuable, that I want to film it, that I want to share it with other people. And if you've ever had somebody sit down with you and listen to your story, you understand how dignifying that is, that's something that can really bring you hope. You don't have to be in a poor community in Guatemala to offer hope to others. The most potent source of hope is love, and you can offer love anywhere. So take the time today to consider how you can use the gifts that God has given you to offer hope to others. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me share. Video is just one of millions of ways in which you can show that hope's in style, and I hope that hearing my thoughts on video have given you ideas about how you can show the world that hope's in style.
Joe and all the guys at Potter's House, thank you so much for sharing with us and for the information. I think that what Joe said was really inspiring, and when he said that communities grow from within, that is something that we truly believe here at Hopes in Style, and we hope that you can learn to believe that within your community as well. It's all about people stepping up and finding solutions and going courageously after what they're passionate about, and finding ways to empower those around them. And so here at Hopes in Style, we are just so excited to see what comes next for us and to grow. And I mean, Joe challenged you to share this video, to share what Hopes in Style is doing, and we want to challenge you to do the same thing. And we also want to challenge you to share with us what you're doing and hopefully feature you on this video blog. So I'm Courtney. Thank you so much for tuning in. Contact us at hopesinstyle@yahoo.com, or like us on Facebook, Instagram, or follow us on Twitter at Hopes in Style. Thank you so much. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we look forward to hearing from you. Bye.